in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. And tonight we've got the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Washington Wizards. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And let's see what Washington has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. C.J. McCollum is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Now here's George. Sarr with a screen on Porter. There's McCollum with the 3. No luck on that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Antetokounmpo against George. Trent outside. Jacks up a 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
No hesitation whatsoever from Trent Jr. His mind is always thinking shot.
And finished off by Sarr.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Porter. About a minute played here so far in the first. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. Struggled to get anything to drop.
First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move, to say the least, but they feel he's the perfect addition.
A two-way talent. All right, Shams, thanks very much. And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the bucket by the Wizards. Trent outside. There's a screen by Turner. They get the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Porter with the steal. Stripped it away. Pass to Carrington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And that ties it up.
Wow, that is just excellent concentration by the young gun, Bub Carrington. Looking like a seasoned vet converting that one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. There's a screen by Turner. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. Yep, that one goes. Antetokounmpo has got 5 points.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Carrington. Sarr with a screen on Antetokounmpo. George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. Can't nail the jumper.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Washington.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Carrington. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Boy, you can see Bub Carrington gaining more and more confidence shooting the basketball. Not bad off the catch there.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Porter from outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Oh, stolen by Turner. In transition. Here come the Bucks. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Kuzma.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
McCollum, the pass to Middleton. Four on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. Carrington, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Doris, when you watch Bub Carrington, he makes some unbelievable plays off the bounce.
He is dangerous off the bounce, there's no doubt, B.A. But what you think about most is, in his first season, not only did he start a ton of games, he played a high level of minutes. And at that position, those repetitions really spur early growth. I can't wait to see what's to come with this young man.
And for a number 2 overall pick, Doris, we knew Alex Sarr would need time to develop, and he has flashed some big-time upside.
Yet another player, B.A., from France. They are turning out a number of quality players. Let's remember this about Alex. He's a 7-footer with some shooting ability, a little bit of an off-the-bounce and playmaking skills. Like the sky is the limit if he keeps growing.
And the free throw, no good. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players. Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Carrington, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Rollins, covered by Carrington. Inside. Kispert grabs a miss. Washington has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. From deep, Sarr. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Shot clock at 5. Fires, high post. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Tie game in Milwaukee. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. They've got Marvin Bagley. Johnson is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then there's Corey Kispert, and it's Champagnie at power forward. Here's Champagnie. That three's off the mark. To the paint. It's picked off. Johnson against Prince. It's Johnson with a drive. He's off on the layup.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A-plus defense.
To the middle. Timms, the pass to Rollins. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen away. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Whitmore. Yet to see a basket. Outside Johnson, 6 to shoot. Back to Whitmore. Fires the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside, Green. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The Wizards with a lead. Pass to Johnson. Right side Bagley. And the shot falls short that time.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Here's Rollins, covered by Johnson. Here's Portis. Yep, count it. Portis has got his first 2 points. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Sims. Kuzma comes in for Green. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Sarr's checked in for Bagley. George comes in for Champagny. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kispert. And it's Carrington in for Whitmore. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Sarr. Outside Johnson. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Middleton from the outside. And another miss by Washington. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And now we go courtside for the story on C.J. McCollum. Allie, take it away.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Washington provided some info for us. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. While not severe, this is still a serious diagnosis that usually keeps guys off the court for a short period. Back to you.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Boy, what a relief for both he and his teammates. They want their squad to be as cohesive as possible.
And Doris, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, B.A., is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands. He can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress of big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, the power move by Giannis.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Pass to Sarr. 1:39 left in the first half of basketball. Trent against Johnson. Over Trent. The shot by Johnson, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Porter against Johnson. Trent outside, down low. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Well, the Wizards shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, Johnson doesn't just take a lot of threes. He makes them, too.
Kuzma outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Washington leading by 3. And it's Middleton driving. Sarr passes to Middleton. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Trent outside. Kuzma outside. Drops in the 3.
His offense really opens up when Kyle Kuzma is making that three-point shot.
Washington's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Trent against Johnson. One second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Tie game in Milwaukee. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Oh, just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
And time to take it back to that first half now. How about what Giannis Antetokounmpo was doing?
Taking his time on offense has allowed him to get into a rhythm. And his teammates are getting him the ball. So the rhythm, he could do something with it.
Yeah, that's not only putting up the points, but that's putting a great beat to it, Shaq.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, what a contribution.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner, and it's Porter in at point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Washington trailing. Pass to Sarr. Outside Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Trent. Back to Sarr. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Sarr's got 8.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Porter. The 3 is up. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thank you. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back over to you, BA.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Ali, good stuff. Here's Kuzma, following the three-pointer by Washington. Back to Trent. Clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Middleton. Now Sarr. Turner covers. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Well, the Bucks shooting about 43% on this. The feed! The jam! Giannis!
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
For Washington, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Sarr passes to George. And here's Middleton. To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And we've seen the Wizards churning their roster, Doris, with an eye toward the future.
Yes, and that BA means inevitably absorbing those extended losing streaks, but you're doing it at least with a plan in mind. You need talent to win, and I'm talking big-time talent. And the best way to develop that talent is with patience. So there's a process they're following.
That free throw misses. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
BA, I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Here's Carrington. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Johnson passes to Sarr. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Keyshawn George.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kispert's checked in for Middleton, and it's Cam Whitmore in for Johnson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
This guy's such a fluid athlete. Set the screen, get off it, and finish.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Making a change here. Portis is checked in. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. The Bucks, #1.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the three ball is nowadays in our game.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Porter finds Turner. Back to Porter. Pass to Turner. And that one drops for him. Turner's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Sarr with a screen on Kuzma. Kispert, the pass to Sarr. Carrington with it. He's against Turner. Great D that time from Porter. Here's Trent. Kuzma, left side. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter here. No good off the back of the rim. The Wizards trail by 4. Now Carrington. 5 points in the game. Up top Whitmore. Guarded by Trent. Now here's Whitmore. Tightly guarded. That one is off. The Bucks leading by 4. Outside Porter. Down low. Stolen by Sarr. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And then Turner with the dunk.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Now here's Kispert. Still no points. Pass to Whitmore. Just 5 on the clock. George, a screen on Trent. Shoots from 14, and that one's good. Whitmore.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Pass to Sarr. Shoots over Turner. And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Hey guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, wanting to make a big push here.
Well, he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So on the floor for the Wizards, Chris Middleton is out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Cam Whitmore, and it's Champagnie at the 5. Here's Rollins. Here's Portis. Banked it in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 6.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Middleton. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on A.J. Green.
Oh, strong make by Middleton. Now, he puts in a lot of the work in the weight room on his upper half, and you can see it on that play.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
That free throw good from Middleton. Granted, in recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone.
Here's Rollins. Portis with a screen on Johnson. Rollins passes to Green. Gets the 3 to fall. Green's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson on the wing. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. It's hauled in by Rollins.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Green, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Middleton passes to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Misses in close. The Bucks leading by 8. To the paint. And then Portis with the dunk.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. And then for Washington, Sarge checked in for Champagnie. George comes in for Kispert. And it's Carrington in for Whitmore. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Johnson. Looking to win the run. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
He launches. Cash from downtown.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Johnson. It's stolen by Trent. Here we go. The finish. And no hesitation on the jam. In transition.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Cleared away by Kuzma.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Wizards trail by 17. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Trent. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Kuzma outside. Now on to Antetokounmpo. Porter can't get the three.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Middleton. Now George. Beyond the arc. That's all.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Bucks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. And Washington will go for a different look here. Champagnie, he's checked in for Sarr. Kispert comes in for Chris Middleton. Whitmore's checked in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Carrington. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Sims, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Anthony subbed in for Rollins. A big group substitution here for Washington. Sarr's checked in for Champagny. Chris Middleton comes in for Kispert. Johnson, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Carrington in for Johnson. Now here's Johnson. Six to shoot. And the three misses. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Portis, stolen by Sarr. Johnson, he takes it in, banks it home. Big shot.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.